today we're gonna be doing a little bit of like a different type of video, one that I've not done yet before, and I won't go back in time and do this for other books I've read. I'm only gonna do it from this month on, but I'm gonna do like my March wrap up of books that I've read in March only, and I'm gonna rate them from my personal least liked to most liked, and tell you kind of why, and give you like a brief little talk about the books that I read this month. Even though I'm going to individually be still reviewing each and every book that I read, I thought this would be kind of fun to just release and just tell you about the books that I read in the month of March, and April, May, June, July, so on, yada yada. Okay. So 2 books I did have to give back to the library already. One was A Whole New World, which is this one, so I have it printed off for you. And then the other one was the Ex Hex, which is this one. So I printed those off, but the rest of them I actually physically have. There's 2 books that I'm currently reading, and I'm trying to squeeze like every last drop of March out to read those, but I won't include those in this right now because I'm not finished with them, so it really wouldn't be fair. Altogether, I think so far we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the 2 that I just showed you would make 8. And like I said, I'm currently reading 2 more. I'm really trying to break my record. My record has been 9 a month is my most that I've ever read in 1 month. So I'm trying to get to 10 in 1 month, and I'm reading 2 right now. Like I said, 1 is almost done. I have about like 60 pages left. I'm thinking I'll finish it tonight. And then I've got 1 more to read, and I'm currently through like 30% on 2 other different books. So I'm probably gonna pick one of those and just try to like read it out for the rest of this month. I think I've got like 5 days left, and then this month is over. So, but anyway, let me go ahead and rate these for you. Let's see, give me a minute. I'm gonna go through them. Okay, so I went through and rated for you, and this is what I came up with. So let me go from the least liked to most liked. So least liked, I had this one here, Something Borrowed. I wasn't really feeling this one. I honestly almost stopped reading this one because I hated the characters so much. I was really over the characters like within the first like 3 chapters. I was like, well, I don't like this book, but I actually own the rest of this series, and I really wanted to read it, which is only 1 more in this series, and then there's 2 other ones by this author. Anyway, I own all of those 3, and I really wanted to read those, but I didn't want to read them before I read this one, so I kind of forced myself to continue reading this one anyway, even though I didn't like it. And yeah, I will go into more of a detailed review for this one, so go ahead and check that out for Something Borrowed. So this is least liked. We'll put that over here. Second out of this one, that is second least liked, I guess you could call it, was A Whole New World, is this one here. I'm gonna put this up here for you so you can see it, and I don't have to hold it the whole time. A Whole New World was good. It was like a complete retelling of Aladdin, but it was pretty much a story like everybody already knows for a lot of the book, and I feel like it could have completely gone without that, and it really bored me to have that in there. They could have done a lot more with this book, I feel like. I wasn't like 100% pleased with it. It was okay. I mean, I guess I'm glad I read it in a way, but at the same time, there's like so many other books out there that I wish I would have read instead. So yeah. Like I said, all of these I'm going to be doing a full review on their own videos, so go ahead and make sure you check those out for any of these that you want to hear more about, and I'm going to stop saying that through the rest of the video, so that's the one I'm going to say it. Next one would be Last Girl Ghosted, and this is not to say that I didn't like this one because it's so low down here, but this is just to say that the rest of these that I read this month were ridiculously good. So this one was good. This I did rate 4 stars, and I really liked it. I only rated it 4 stars because some parts were like really boring and just kind of hard to get through, but the rest of it would have been like a slam dunk out of the park type of book. So yeah, Last Girl Ghosted. And then we've got Caraval. Now, I've heard everyone rave about this book. People have gone nuts over this series. I've not read any more in the series yet. This is my first time reading, and I really like this one. I did give it a 4 stars though, because I was really sick of hearing Donatella's name. She's a character in this book, and they also call her Tella, and that girl is just so annoying. Like, I can't even tell you. I could have totally gone without that character completely, and she was one of the main characters, and her name got mentioned probably like, I don't know, 1,000,000 times, and it drove me kind of insane. So there's that. Otherwise, I really like this book. It was super trippy. It was like a dark carnival, like, but everything that you thought was one thing was totally a different thing. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that, and you can go and look at the review for this one if you want to hear more about it. But this one was really good. So that must mean that everything else that I'm holding was fantastic. Which they were. All these other ones on my lap, whoops, I just bent this paper a little bit, but all these other ones on my lap were, I gave them 5 stars, so they're all 5-star books. So we got the Ex Hex next. I really love this book. It was so cute, so fun, so fast-paced. It was a fast read for me, and just easy, fun, cute, a little bit of magic. Kind of, this gave me like Bewitched vibes, and I really love that show, so maybe that's why I like the book so much. There definitely could have been a lot more substance to this book, but I think how she wrote it was really cute, and I wouldn't say that it needs to be changed at all. Next here, okay, these 3 I really could not decide between. I rated them this way. This one, this one, this one. This one being the best, but I'm really torn, because like the more I think about it, the more I'm like, no, this one can go on top, and then the more I'm like, no, this one can go on top, and then I'm like, I just don't know. I loved all 3 of these so much. Yeah, these were my favorite reads of the month, and I'm really excited about them. So I'm gonna hold them all 3 up at once so you can see them. I loved everything about all 3 of these. I enjoyed the entire read, and all of these were like perfect books for me. So it's really hard for me to tell you in which order these go. I almost want to say that they all 3 tied. So let me talk about this one first, because I'm holding it. I also kind of want to show you, because there's a cool map in here. I'm probably not gonna be able to find it though, but actually, I think I took a picture of it, and I'm gonna just put that on the screen so you can see it, because it's pretty cool. I like it. It was cool how this book was written. Basically, they wrote with like, if she was looking on Facebook or something, like you would see the whole Facebook text on there. Like if somebody had liked a post or something, like you would see all of that. And then like if she was texting with somebody, you would see something like this, which I thought was really cool. She kind of just made it like feel a lot more real by doing that, I felt like, and a lot of books really don't do that, so I appreciated that a lot. Also, this book was just really good from start to middle to end to everything. I did not want to put it down. I wanted to read it all in one day, but I just didn't have the time. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It is over a 400, no, it's almost 400 page book, so it is kind of a long book. It's 390 pages. And it was just super, like, kind of cute, but also it was a murder book, so I thought that was kind of cool, and it kept you guessing the whole time almost. Let me think, did I guess? No, I don't think I guessed what happened at the end until like we were right on top of who it was. So there was a lot of people that were on the suspect list, and you kind of had to go through it with her and kind of narrow it down, and it was just really cool. Anyway, go look at my review on this one because I don't want to say too much about it, but really love this one. This one, last book in the Disney Villains series, and I have been loving that series. I know I've done a lot of reviews on that already. This is the last book in the series right now because she's currently writing another one, but that one's not out yet, so I'm gonna say this is the last book right now out, and this one was really good. I really liked it. We got to read a lot about Lady Tremaine's backstory, which is who this book is about, and I really appreciated it. I really liked everything about it. I wouldn't change anything, really. We learned completely about her backstory and her daughter's backstories, which were the evil stepsisters, and even a bit more about Cinderella that we never knew before. So I really appreciated that, and I really liked it. Okay, this one. I actually don't ever like take notes on books, very rarely. And if I do, there'll be like very little notes, like just a couple things. This one, I wrote down like all of the characters and notes about them and different things I was finding out throughout the book and all that. So I actually took notes on this book because it was that good. Let me just say that there are like a handful of characters. There's a handful of couple characters, let's say. So for each character, we have 2 characters because they're a couple. So there was, I think, 4 or 5 couples total. So that is 8 or 10 characters total. I think 8 sounds about right. And this book, you get matched up with like your perfect match pretty much, and like it's done by science, so you know that it's 100% like your perfect match. And there's so many crazy things that happen in this book. There's so many characters to enjoy and like, and crazy unexpected things happen in this book. It's just like, oh my gosh, every minute of it I was like, I just need to figure out what's going on with this character. And if you wanted to do that, you had to read about all the other characters, because it kind of goes, it switches each chapter from character to character to character, so you have to read all of them in order to just read about one, which I liked because all of the characters were interesting. It wasn't like one of them was like but no, all of them were. So that's why this book got a raving 5 stars. Okay, I think this one might be my favorite out of those 3 that I was just like tied, but the other 2 are tied. Let's just say that. So this is my favorite one. I also went and watched the TV show on Netflix after this, because it does say it's coming soon to Netflix, but it already is in Netflix, and I did not like it at all. They changed all the characters. They didn't even like use the same names. I don't know what they were thinking, but it was absolutely horrible. I hated it, actually. It was actually making me irritated because they completely changed everything. They didn't stay with any of the character stories or anything. So yeah. I don't know why they even bothered making a show on this. They were just gonna change literally everything. I feel like Netflix just liked the concept of the book, but they wanted to make their own show. I don't know. Anyway, go read the book. Definitely don't watch the show. It was really, 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 really good. So that's my favorite one of the month. And here they are again for a quick another recap, but here is all the books that I've read so far in the month of March, plus 2 more, hopefully, if I can finish. Go ahead and follow me on Goodreads so that you can see if I do finish those last 2 this month. Hopefully I do. Cross your fingers for me. Thanks for joining me today, and if you want to see more content, I post every single day on Instagram, so go follow me on there. And please subscribe and hit the notification bell, because I have a weekly video that comes out every Friday, and I would love for you to watch. Also, please give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it and you liked hanging out with me today, and I hope to see you on my next video. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.